How's it going, guys? My name is Abel from Revamp Fit, and today we have a total body killer workout with bands, okay? So this is a great way to incorporate it. It's convenient, it's light, and you can do it anywhere, okay? So here I have a few bands. You can always see how heavy the band is, right? 35 pounds, or just by the thickness of the band. So thin band, thick band. The thicker it is, or the more, or the heavier it is, those are usually used for compound movements like deadlifts, bench pressing, lat pull down, all those things. And then the thinner it is, that's when you want to use it for accessory exercise, all right? Or if you're a beginner at the movement, okay? So before we get started, we have a video at the top we want you to do to warm up. And from here, we're gonna get started. So we're gonna do the exercises in a HIIT format, all right? So first exercise, we're gonna use a thick band. We have the band deadlift first with a thick band. First thing we want to do is we want to put one foot on each side, get some nice resistance with your toes pointing out. And the first thing to make sure is to make sure it's under the middle side of your foot. You don't want to put it too far forward or too far back because you don't want it to slap and pull back, right? So make sure it's in the middle. If you're starting new, you can put it here, or you can even double layer it for more resistance, okay? So I'm gonna be doing this for 45 seconds. I'm gonna do it on the first layer only, all right? And you can follow along with this. So grab it right over here, push your hips down, and you're gonna come up. So we have this for 45 seconds here, and squeeze your glutes. Here, push your heels, squeeze your glutes. Here, squeeze your glutes, good. Here, and squeeze, good. Make sure you drop your heels back. Good job, guys. You can go at your pace. You're gonna feel it in your hip. Make sure you drop your hips back. All right. You got 5 more seconds. All right, guys, great job. So the next exercise, we're actually not gonna use a band. We're gonna do some long leg marches, all right? So we're gonna be down on the floor. And to support your lower back, if you need to, you can have your hands under your hip. And the more you bend your knee, the easier it is. All right, from here, pick your hips up, and we're gonna pick one leg up, down, and the other, all right? So toes are up, we're hitting the posterior chain and hitting those hamstrings hard. If you want to make it easier, you can bend your knees and practice doing the same thing. All right, let's get after it. So we have this for 45 seconds too. Hips are up off the floor, crushing the hamstrings. If you want to make it easier, you just bend your knees more. All right, guys, awesome. Next up, we have some X marches to tackle the mid glutes, okay? So we're gonna go side to side to hit the glutes. So remember, we're not just doing flexion and extension or, you know, deadlifting. We have to make sure we do the whole movement for your glutes, all right? So this one is gonna be, you can still do it with a thick band, but it will be more favorable since we're doing it for a minute to do it with a thinner band, maybe right here or somewhere in the middle, like 35 pounds or so. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the middle foot right over here. And to get some resistance, I like to go and cross. I cross it out right here. We're gonna keep our legs here. And for 45 seconds, we're gonna go side to side. All right. I do about 5 steps and then 5 steps out. All right. You can bend down a little bit too. You're gonna feel those glutes burning. Keep on going, fight through it. This is not a easy move since we're not used to moving side to side. All right, feel the burn, keep going. All right, keep going. All right, guys, awesome. So that movement for 45 seconds too, all right? Next up, we have a single leg deadlift, and we're gonna do some levitation squats. So we're gonna do some single leg stuff because it's important to train like an athlete and make sure that we have some bilateral strength, all right? So I'm gonna use the black band. For the single leg deadlifts, we're gonna do 45 seconds again, right? And we're gonna place one leg forward and one leg back. I think the best angle would probably be right here. One leg forward, one leg back. And if you wanna make it harder, all you have to do is grab it a little bit lower. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend down and we're gonna extend and pull. Down, extend, and pull, all right? So we're gonna do that for 45 seconds starting now. Down, come up, and pull. All right, down, come up, and pull, good. Push through your heel. The bands are just adding more resistance, right? Even for single leg, without the band, it's pretty challenging. Remember, you can always grab it a little lower, or if you wanna make it easier, you can grab it higher up. All right, great job, guys. So we're gonna have to hit the other leg now. Same thing, alternate, and we're gonna put the right foot or whatever leg you didn't do. Make sure it's in the middle part of your foot. Get yourself ready, pick the back heel up, grab it where you wanna grab it for the resistance, and we're gonna go down, come up, and extend, all right? So I'm grabbing it fairly at a medium resistance. I'm gonna go a little bit harder and grab it a little bit lower. All right, let's get out there. Come on, push. 10 more seconds. All right, great job, guys. That was tough. All right, we're gonna couple that up with minimal rest. If you need rest for about 15 to 30 seconds, you can. Remember, we're doing it in a HIIT format, so we're trying to exhaust the muscle and raise our heart rate up. So if you need to rest for a few seconds. We're gonna go right into our next movement, which is our levitation squat going into a high knee. That one is awesome to do. Starting position is right over here, right? Levitation squat or sprinter squat. You're keeping your knee close by your heel, and your goal is to push back from that hip that has the leg forward. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up, and then you're gonna drive the knee up hard, okay? And when you're coming down, the most important thing is to drop your hip back and almost go down, feel it in the hip, and extend again, okay? So 45 seconds, we're gonna get it going. So down, as low as you can, and extend up. Your weight is on your heel, down, extend up. Control your tempo, challenge your muscles, and then extend up. Be explosive when you bring your knee up. Good. Keep at it. The goal is to crush those legs. Down. Down. Good. All right, guys. Shake your leg out. We're gonna hit the other leg now, okay? So, same exact thing. If you wanna work on your form, you're just keeping, unlike a reverse lunge, levitation squat, you're keeping the knee close by to your foot, okay? And you're pushing off of this heel, and you're extending and kicking up, okay? And then you're going down, working on your balance, stability, and extending up, all right? So let's finish this movement strong. 45 seconds. Keep going. We got 10 more seconds. All right. Great job, guys. Catch your breath, rest and relax. All right, and when you're ready, we're gonna go to the right next thing, okay? All right, guys, we're gonna get right to it. So this is where we do our pushing movements, mainly chest and our deltoids, all right? So a push-up is already hard enough. If you wanna keep practicing doing a push-up for these 45 seconds, you can most definitely do that. If you wanna practice it with a band, you want more resistance, you can put your band around your upper back like this, right? Wrap it around your thumb and practice the same thing, okay? All right, wrapping it up, cool. A little tricky at first, you just gotta readjust. All right, from here for 45 seconds, we're gonna do a push-up. So coming down, pressing up, down, pressing up, down, pressing up, squeezing the chest. If you want more abduction, you can always do a push-up and kind of rotate out. Push up and rotate out. So 45 seconds on this. You can even do this in a kneel position, coming down and back up. If you're in the middle between doing push-up on your knee and off your knee. As long as you keep your chest and your hips going down at the same time. All right? All right, great job. So that's for 45 seconds. All right, the next one is a standing pull over, okay? So I'm doing this with a fairly thin band. If you wanna do it with a medium band, I'll do that as well. Also, if you have a high band, you can do it in a kneel down position, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put both your feet close by, and this is gonna target the chest, like I said. And from here, all we're doing is raising our hands up, squeezing the chest as we go down, and repeating. Coming up and back down. Squeezing the chest up and back down. And remember, make sure your feet are holding the band so that you have some safety, all right? So squeezing the chest, going up. Good. Keep on squeezing. All right, great job, guys. That's also for 45 seconds. We have one more, and this is gonna be to hit the rotator cuff, all the post-delt muscles as well, okay? So this is the band pull apart, okay? So you can grab maybe one, if not both layers, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull apart, retract, and back, okay? I'm gonna do it with the single arm just to give you guys an example. From here, all we're gonna do is come back, squeeze, and repeat. Come back, squeeze, and repeat. To make it harder, all you have to do is either grab it closer or you grab it with both sides, all right? 45 seconds too. This one burns a lot, so if you need to rest, just rest your shoulders and return right back to it. All right, great job, guys. Shake your arms out. We're gonna hit the mid back, doing a horizontal pull, and then we're gonna do a vertical pull too, all right? And that's gonna conclude the set. So 10 exercises, all right? So we have a bent over row. We're gonna have the same position as if we're gonna do a deadlift, about shoulder width apart. And the lower we grab it, the harder it is. We're gonna push our hips back, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna practice pulling back, squeezing, and down again, all right? So this is for 45 seconds, going down and squeezing, all right? So if you had a scapula that been winging, or if you ever had upper back problems, rhomboid problems, this is a great exercise for you. And since we're doing it from a bent over position, we're also targeting our lower back and glutes. All right, so keep at it. Make sure you squeeze at the end. Good. Squeeze. Good. Good. Keep going. Squeeze and let go. Good. 45 seconds, all right? All right. Great job, guys. For the next one, we're gonna do a vertical pull. All right, so this is when we get a little creative. You can do this on a doorway. I just happen to have a squat rack that I'm gonna be using, but you can use it on a doorway. Just make sure that, you know, people don't come in through the door. You know, just make sure you're safe. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do it in a seated position. So I have my my platform right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my band over, and I'm gonna have a seat. We're doing a lat pull down, okay? And what we're gonna do from this position is I'm gonna grab and make sure that my hands are shoulder width apart, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down, squeeze, and go back up. All right, so if I grab it further up, it gets a bit harder, right? So squeeze and come back. Squeeze and come back. So we got this for 45 seconds. This is a resistance band pull down. A great vertical pull, probably one of the greatest upper body exercises. So keep at it. Squeeze and back. All right, so that's for 45 seconds as well. All right, guys, there you have it. That was a full set of 10 exercises with a band, right? Some that we didn't use a band with. You can always, in those 45 seconds, you can make it easier or harder, right? And you can go at your pace. After you do a full set, if that's too easy, you can always do a second set, all right? This is total body, so make sure you have at least a day in recovery, all right? So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're looking forward to seeing you guys soon.